Why did the cat sit on the computer? Because it wanted to keep an eye on the mouse. Speaking of cats and their quirky behaviors, have you ever wondered if they like lasagna? Now, there's a question that might get you a few raised eyebrows. Cats and lasagna? An unusual pairing, isn't it? But hey, cats have been known to surprise us with their peculiar tastes. Let's set the scene. Picture this: a mischievous feline, tail swishing in anticipation, eyes gleaming with curiosity. This isn't your ordinary cat. No, this one has a penchant for human food, always prowling around the kitchen, sniffing out new culinary adventures. She's the main character of our story, the whiskered protagonist in a tale of taste exploration. And then one day, a new scent wafts into her territory. A plate of steaming cheesy lasagna, just begging to be investigated. So, our protagonist, the curious cat, one day laid its eyes on a plate of steaming lasagna. What happened next? As the aroma of the lasagna filled the room, our feline friend couldn't resist but to take a closer look. Or should I say, a closer sniff. The cat, let's call him Garfield, after the famous lasagna-loving cartoon cat, approached the dish with cautious curiosity. His nose twitched, taking in the tantalizing scent of baked cheese and tomato sauce. His whiskers quivered, as if they too were curious about the strange layered dish. Garfield's first interaction with lasagna was a bit like watching a toddler trying to figure out a Rubik's Cube. He sniffed at it, pawed at it, and even gave it a tentative lick. The hot cheese, however, was a surprise he hadn't anticipated. His eyes widened and he retracted his tongue faster than a high-speed train, leaving a trail of stringy cheese hanging from his mouth. It was a sight that would have had anyone in stitches. Then, there was the incident with the tomato sauce. Garfield's fascination with the lasagna led him to dig deeper into the dish. He ended up getting a dollop of tomato sauce on his whiskers, which led to an epic battle of cat versus sauce. He shook his head, pawed at his face, and even tried to lick the sauce off, all to no avail. The sauce, it seemed, was hell-bent on clinging onto his whiskers for dear life. But our feline friend was not one to give up that easily. He was on a mission, a lasagna mission, and he was determined to conquer this culinary challenge. After a few more hilarious attempts, including a face-first dive into the dish and a near miss with the grated cheese, Garfield finally managed to get a decent taste of the lasagna. After a series of hilarious attempts, the cat finally managed to get a taste of the lasagna. But did it like it? With sauce on its whiskers and cheese stuck to its paws, our cat made its final verdict on lasagna. Picture this: our feline friend with a face as puzzled as a cat trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. Its eyes, wide as saucers, were filled with a mixture of curiosity and confusion. The first nibble was cautious, like a cat tiptoeing on a hot tin roof. Then the face scrunch. You know the one I'm talking about. The squished nose, the narrowed eyes, the scrunched up whiskers. It was as if our cat had just chomped down on a lemon instead of a cheesy, meaty lasagna. Then the shake-off. Cheese flew in every direction, sauce splattered on the floor. It was a veritable food fight, with the lasagna on the losing end. The cat's verdict: lasagna not a hit. So, do cats like lasagna? Well, our feline friend here might not be a fan, but it sure did give us a good laugh. Remember, cats will always be cats, curious and unpredictable. And lasagna, it's probably best left for humans.